we get some spray? Now, I'm a great fan of a bit of barrier technique for not getting, because one of the problems with this one, with this face mask here, is people can get like cold sores because they're kind of like, the mouth is going to be a bit close to that one. So how we always do is, we use like a face mask here, that's a headpiece cover basically, cover that one like that. I like to use some paper here, and I do like that, and then the patient lies on that one. There's 4 positions. The first position is the patient lies down here, with the head into this thing, and this looks like an arm place, but sometimes the patient's shoulder blades are too high up. So it's often a good idea, especially when you're working in this part, for the patient to put their arms underneath there, lowers the shoulder blades down, enabling the patient to get at it. The second position, and I use this a lot for the lumbar spine, because on the spine it kind of dips in the lumbar area. What we do is we get them to kneel Not everybody can manage this position. Here, and we put this kind of cushion thing underneath them, and they kind of kneel in, and sometimes people want a head rest, sometimes they don't, different people, different things. And then that opens up the lower back a lot better, and stabilises the lower back a lot better. And I find it really, really good for the lower back. And it's actually also quite good for the upper back as well. But I don't really, it's when the patient gets up from this to go, it takes a bit of stress on the knees.
Can you show us what this is?
This thing here is just a round cushion inside a sliced up exercise ball, you know, the kind of like things you bounce on. What do they call them? No idea. Yoga balls, something like that. What is Pilates ball? That's the two main positions I use. The other 2 positions I have here, kneeling chair, so it's lower, and then I have a perched chair, so they can gives a bit of stability. Then I can work on the neck in this chair, and then the other position I also find can be very useful is where I construct a therapy chair out of a kneeling chair. The patient can move this kneeling chair, this kind of a massage, travel massage thing we do, and then the patient does that. And again, it's a halfway house between flat and roll-upable, and people can sit and use this a lot longer. It's also a bit cheaper as well, because this thing is £1,000 plus. It's absolutely beautiful. Wonderful piece of kit from Aeroplex. And this is, whereas this one is £49.27.5. This is £18 and twopence, and this thing is £32 and a quarter penny.
Something like that.
So this one's, this is a lot cheaper than that. And I use all 3. If you're going to do this, do it properly. And the different positions make a big difference to the therapy, I find. Right, okie dokie. So, what we're going to do is get our patient down to have some therapy. Right, okay, so to start the therapy, I often use this. This is some my first baby Crayola pen to mark out the back. And so we know where we're going to come work in therapy. And to do that, you stand next to the patient at some convenient stuff, and you try to palpate the spine and find out where it is. And some people's spines are easier to palpate than others, and some people's are very difficult. And it's like, where the heck is the spine gone to today? Right, yeah. Okay, so did you want to see? If I come around this way, so you can. I just find that this is a good position to do it, rather than with the left.
That side.
With the right hand rather than left hand.
I don't know. Okay, so I can.
Okay, so basically you want to be marking the middle bit.
Right. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Yeah,
just right in the middle and just a straight line down.
Or palpate, because sometimes the spine doesn't go all the way down, so kind of like do what you find. You mark what you can find, and If you can't find it, a good idea is not to mark it, because that's usually an indicator when you're working on the back that that's the dip, there's got a big dip in it.
Okay.
So
My hands aren't really that steady there.
It's okay.
So, right-handed and
It's
and there.
some patients it's easy to do, some patients it's more difficult to do. Some people you kind of guess a bit.
You're kind of losing it here.
Yeah. So then if you lose it, then don't mark it.
Don't mark that.
It's a good idea not to mark it.
I'm kind of getting it back over here.
That's interesting. Yeah. Well, actually, the
Can you just check
vertebrae
if you
can
did
be
this one?
very wide. The vertebrae can be
Right,
very
okay.
wide. So it's like, let me see if I
And
can.
that's supposed to be a little straighter. That
Let me see if I
one.
can do it a bit.
Go on.
That seems fine. That seems fine. Actually, I've got.
You're going to be. I think
I've got
that's
the
my
spine
hand.
here.
Yeah, no, I think that was actually my hand.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of losing it in the secret. I don't want to press into
Yeah.
it.
Well, you can find it because it turns off to here.
Right, so it is going. I
Okay,
wonder if it
yeah,
is
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I'm there. There used to be a dip. I don't know if it's still there.
It's quite wide, so sometimes you kind of mark either side of it. And if you can feel something, then mark it. Because it kind of dips there. It is a bit of a builder's bottom therapy, I'm afraid, such is the nature of these things. So I'd say that is as much as we can feel. Now,
Okay.
it might be an idea, actually, at this stage in the game, to get the patient to roll up in a ball. Because if we're struggling here,
Right.
if we had roll up in a ball, that will raise up the spine and go, oh, that's where it's gone.
Okay.
Can we do that? And the thing is, if we have a young lady here in this position, it's often a very good idea with the roll up in a ball, because classically with this is a bit of an issue sometimes for girls. So classically what we did here was to have the patient, female patient down here, and we'd unclip the bra strap, do all the work, re-clip up afterwards, but that doesn't always work for lots and lots of reasons. And the other thing is when we're rolling up in a ball, the bra doesn't hold on very well unclipped. So for some girls, if they're a little bit shy, on being on camera, can I double up for this? Where you basically use you get a cardigan and just use it inside out. So you sort of like take the cardigan and kind of use it inside out so the zip's at the back. So we're going to do that with this patient now, so you don't see. Quite literally. So let's get this marker pen. So I can feel it, or it's funny. Hang
I
on.
can feel it now with the... Yeah, I can feel that now in that position.
So if
I
you
can
raise
feel
things
it.
up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can actually see
Yeah, you can actually see it as well.
see a bit of the spine as well.
Right, you can feel it on where it
Yeah, and that's
does
quite.
the C-curve and dips in. Okay.
So a bit there. So even if that's not accurate to the nth degree, that's actually really, really useful that you're there or there or there or thereabouts.
Right.
Because as you're working with the PAM and it'll be pushing down like this, you'll get to see the skin move above as the next vertebrae starts to move. You go, oh, actually, it's kicking up over here. I can see it start to rise up here, and you'll see it better when you have the dots on. Right. Okay, let's get you back down.